kind of feel differently than you on it because it's
Yeah.
like, like aspirin is just a bark of a tree and they use that for pain killing. And like, I think mushrooms are kind of, they've been abused or like information's been kind of put out there that might, entice young people to do it for fun, but I think it's kind of like a medicine in a way.
It's like a what?
It's like a medicine in a way, I think.
Mushroom is?
Yeah, I think it
Oh yeah?
I also disagree with you. I think it's not just being high.
You don't think it's just being high? Oh.
There's like a thing about the mushrooms that makes it weird where there's some kind of chemical in it that makes it so it makes you not want to do it anymore. So.
It makes you not want to do mushrooms?
Yeah, it's like anti-addictive. Like I did it a couple years ago, maybe once a month.
Good morning. Welcome to Fellowship. I'm Jesse Lee Peterson. Thank you for being with me. You can get involved by going to our YouTube chat line, and Hake will pass on your questions and comments. You want to come up closer? We like black people. Come. Yeah, a black guy. We're trying to get him in the mix. Where was I? Oh, Hake will pass on your questions and comments. All right. Whatever. Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
So we were talking to the drug addicts about mushroom. Just before, I do want to understand that. So both of you used mushroom before, right?
And LSD.
Go right here first. No, hold on to that. Yeah, we'll come back to this addict. So you used mushroom, right?
I have.
Okay. And you did it for Sherman? Shaman.
I tried to gussy it up a little bit and make it not sacred, but like meditative. Not looking at it to party, but more look at it like it's a medicine.
And so you did it as a medicine, like?
Yes.
Even though you partied while you're on medicine?
Well, for me, maybe other people party, but for me
Right.
it was like I get real relaxed and I want to, I don't want to bring the silent prayer into it, but there's something about it that makes me focus and on my, just kind of hold on tight and just sit and endure it and kind of go through and experience what it was like. Quite a bit.
It makes you kind of hold on and endure it? Mm-hmm. Hold on to what? To endure what?
Hold on to peace. Like it can be dramatic or emotional, or it can be a very powerful experience, and to just sit there and be okay through it, it's not like a free ride where it's just fun. Like I've never really done recreational drugs like
Right.
cocaine or whatever, but it can be very pleasant, but then it can also be challenging to mushrooms. It's kind of like it gives with both hands.
And what happens when the high goes away?
You just come out of it. You
come back to normal?
Yeah, but it gives you a lot to chew on. Like right afterwards, like it's hard to explain because it's so different than our reality, but yet it's the same too at times.
I'm sorry? And yet it's what?
It's very different from our reality, but at the same time, it's when you come out of it. You can remember insights or remember moments during it that you can reflect on then.
Really?
Yeah.
And did you start because of Sherman? Shaman? What's his name? Shaman.
Well,
Did you do it because of him?
No.
Is Shaman a person?
No.
Or a high?
It's a title. Shaman is a title of a person.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sherman is the title of a person. Just like preacher is the title.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh. The person who administers it.
I didn't have a shaman. I got some from my buddy.
Oh. And once you were high, did you think your buddy was Sherman?
No, it's, I don't know how much you want to go into it. It's I don't know, there's like an intelligence or something to the mushroom.
Really?
Yeah.
And interesting. It's so mushrooms. Well, let me talk to this addict. So you did Sherman too? A
No.
mushroom?
I didn't go with a shaman. Shaman's one is a specific thing where you go and get guided through the process. I
But you
didn't do
did
that.
the mushroom thing.
I did mushrooms and LSD. Yeah.
And did you find God?
Yes.
You found him?
Yeah.
While you were high?
Yes.
What was he doing?
It was a realization of a state. That's what it was.
Of what?
A state.
And so you found God while you were high on mushroom.
It was LSD. That more
LSD.
specifically. Yeah.
And then when you came off, was God gone?
Yes.
He was gone.
Well, yes. I realized you can't stay in that state. It's cheating to do that.
Really?
Yeah.
And
But
so what is it like being high and find God? What did that look like? What did it sound like? What did it feel like?
It was hilarious because I realized that this is all a game. There's no death. We're all searching for something that we already are, and it was a bunch of different realizations like that. And it blocks out your ego and lets reality come in. And then
Don't do Sherman. I'm learning.
I'm giving a good
I just
endorsement over
want to
here.
encourage it. But go ahead.
Yeah, that's it. It blocks out your ego, I believe,
So why did you stop doing it?
because you cannot stay there. You can get like it's a trap basically. People keep doing it over and over and over again, and you cannot stay.
But when you truly find God, you can stay.
Right.
I mean, you have no other choice but to stay.
That's why I'm here.
Oh, so the mushroom didn't last.
No.
Did you eventually realize, you know what, this is not going to work?
100%.
Oh, I
I realized
see.
in the moment that does not work. I cannot stay here, and I didn't earn it basically, or I wasn't given the gift of it, or maybe I was in the moment, but I still had stuff to overcome.
Oh, okay. Amazing. Yes, sir, I saw your hand.
I was
You a
just,
Sherman person too?
no,
But you're a mushroom person.
no, not necessarily.
But you've done it.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, you raised your hand. I just want.
yeah, well, I just wanted to comment about what he was saying, and it seems kind of antithetical to what you're teaching us here, because it's a good way to get trapped in your thoughts.
What I'm accused you of?
I'm
Did
sorry.
you say that?
No, it just seems like because a lot of people have these delusions of grandeur when they do the mushrooms, especially teenagers.
Yeah.
They come out and they just repeat all the things that happen, and I don't see a lot of improvement in their lives. And
Right.
that might be anecdotal. However, for people with like severe PTSD, they're having great strides in using smaller doses, and apparently that's been working. But you're getting this from the street half the time, or some guy, some hippie from Northern California gives them to you, and you're not really guided. It's just a bunch
Right.
of kids, usually at the beginning, just having fun. It's a complete recreational thing, and then you might have these epiphanies, but that's best case scenario.
Okay.
The way he is explaining it, but I've seen it lead to a lot of the people on the street right now. They just scrambled their eggs permanently, and now they're
Amazing.
screaming at the sky. So I wouldn't recommend it, kids.
Yeah, I don't recommend it at all. All right? Excuse me. So, when you were high, you found God, even though,
There was one time where it wasn't that I found God, but it felt like I was participating in like something very powerful and meaningful that I didn't quite understand.
Right.
And I just sat with it. I didn't attach, like I didn't build like a religion around it or anything. It was just something I went through, and I felt blessed afterwards. And I was like, wow, that was really cool. To me, it's more like, it's a different perspective on existence, and it lasts for 4 hours, and it was like, okay, that was a perspective I've never had before, and it's just information,
oh, okay.
and it wasn't, it's just another data point or like another way of looking at existence. And it's like, okay, but I still have to go to work on Monday or whatever, so.
Right. And, excuse me, so you still have some left over?
Yeah, I do.
And
I've
are
had
you
it for like a
saving-
year.
What?
I've had it for like a year in a drawer at home.
Are you saving it for a rainy day?
No, I don't know. They're just sitting there, and it's like maybe I'll want to again or whatever. I don't know. Or if someone else is like, I want to try that. Like, oh, here you go, kind of thing. But I think they go bad too. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Amazing. And so you've done it too?
Yeah.
And did you find God?
No.
Did you do it to find God?
No.
And did you do it because Sherman said it?
No.
Okay.
I did the first time by myself, and
And what was it like for you?
it was fine. I walked over to a party that was happening next door, which is something I wouldn't normally do because of fear of people, and I overcame that fear. So that
Oh,
was
I
cool.
see.
And that
So you-
stayed with me. So talking about the state that you're in, you can keep that with you. When you learn truth, you can't unlearn truth.
And so you learned, you became bold when you were how,
Sure.
Sherman? And you went to a party. Were you invited to the party?
No,
or you
I just
went.
walked into-
Really?
yeah.
And they're like, "What are you doing here?" You're like, "I don't know. I just feel good."
No, because I wasn't like I was still conscious. I wasn't like
Right on.
I wouldn't say I was high.
Oh, you wouldn't say you were high?
No. I was just on mushrooms.
Oh, okay.
On Sherman.
Oh, what?
On Sherman.
On Sherman. So, thank you.
Yeah.
What is it made of? The mushroom thing.
Oh, it's mushrooms that grow. It's a specific type of mushroom, and I'm sure there's like different varieties of it, but it's just like a fungus mushroom that grows and
Like in the woods.
in the woods, or a lot of times it's gotten popular, so people grow it in their homes. Like you can buy the spores, and then they put it on,
That's
a
amazing.
substrate. They just kind of grow it in their basement or whatever.
It's amazing to me that someone can, and I understand it,
Yeah.
that someone can believe that they can find God any other way than dying.
Yeah.
It's mind blowing that you think you could do through drugs, you could do through read the Bible, you could do it through whatever, right? And I understand when we're in the world like that, we believe what people tell us. So I do understand it. But you really don't die. It's just an illusion.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you, man. It's nice to learn your drug history. And so did you throw all yours away? She a Sherman head too.
Yeah, none.
Girls do it too.
I didn't hold on to it. It was just if it was given to me, I just ate it and I didn't hold on to it. So no, I don't have any.
Oh, okay.
It's done.
And did you find God when you were Sherman?
Lucifer. I
mushroom?
found Lucifer.
But not God?
No, not the one true living God, not the Most
No,
High.
but at the time, did you think you had found,
Oh, 100%.
you thought you had found a true God?
Totally.
And why did you think it was a true God?
Because thought he was in me, and being inundated with Catholic dogma and Christian dogma, I just kind of thought, okay, he's inside of me and he's creation, so he put these things for us to take. And
So you were thinking all this before you took it?
well, yeah, because I believe what all the hippies said.
Oh, you believe that when they said God made the drug, so you might as well take it.
Yeah, and to
okay.
and to go the spiritual route, which is the
Okay.
things that you can't see. So I'm like,
Right
okay.
on. Amazing. That explains everything. Okay. Any more drug addicts? Yes.
I had a friend, I have a friend right now, back in high school, he took mushrooms by himself home alone, and then he held a kitchen knife to his stomach for like 30 minutes because he was convinced that it was a good idea to kill himself.
Nice.
Yeah.
But he didn't do it.
No, he didn't do it. He didn't do
Oh, okay.
it. But yeah, but he.
Don't use drugs, folks. All right, kids? Okay. Amazing. In the blue.
Why you giving it to me? I ain't raised my hand.
I know, that's why I gave it to you. That's why I called on you. Last week you were concerned about your health, remember?
Yeah.
And how you feeling about that now?
I mean, it's pretty much the same. Like, not much has changed. It's only been, actually, it was 2 weeks ago I was here.
It was 2 weeks ago?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And what do you think, you don't have to tell us what it is, but what do you think about your condition?
What do
you
I think about it?
Yeah.
I think it sucks.
It sucks?
Yeah.
And why does it suck?
Why does it sucks? Because I feel like it's holding me back, you know, from doing like what I normally would do when I was 100% healthy. I was a very active, you know, person, and I was on a pretty good trajectory in life too, and it actually took me a while to get to that trajectory, like because I was a kind of an idiot when I was in my 20s, you know. So I kind of woke up in my 30s, and by the time I got in my 40s, I'm like, all right, I'm starting to enjoy life now, you know, and that's when I got hit with all these BS chronic issues, and it's like, man, it's just. You know, I lost probably close to 40 grand. Like, I know it ain't about money, but I'm talking about experiences too, quality of life, you know, job, not everything, but a lot of things, you know. So.
Amazing. And how do you feel about losing everything, or losing a lot like that?
It sucks.
Why does it suck?
Because you kind of realize where you would have been had all of it not happened, you know. I mean, I just feel like it's natural for any human to think that, you know what I mean? Like,
You feel like what now?
it's natural for any human to think that, I would think, especially like in my position where I was like kind of going upwards, and then it was like,
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of like a market, you know, going like this, and then it drops like a crash, you know?
Right.
You know, so
And so, are you better off now?
now,
Or beforehand? Yes.
before,
Beforehand.
physically,
Because you were going up the ladder, you were succeeding in your whatever, and now you're not, right?
yeah,
And it sucks.
and it sucks.
Amazing. What would happen if you didn't think about your health at all? Or your condition? You know, you go to the doctor and do your regular stuff with that. But what would happen if you didn't think about it?
I have no idea.
Why don't you give that a try?
It's impossible.
How is it impossible?
Because,
Impossible.
well, I don't want to say impossible, but like pretty close to impossible, you know?
How is it impossible?
Because like I'm constantly like, it's always something like I got pain and dysfunction, bodily dysfunction. So it's like, you know,
And so how is it impossible to stop thinking about it?
I don't know, bro.
How do you know it's impossible and you have not
It's tough
done
to
it?
know unless you're actually going through it. Like,
So what now?
it's tough to know really, like, unless you're actually going through it. Cause like I haven't met many people that understand, like, you know what I mean? Like totally. Like I'm not trying to like victimize myself or nothing like that.
Right.
And I really don't want pity. Like I like it when it's cool when people are like, oh man, that sucks, blah blah blah. But like I hate the fact that they have to say that because I enjoyed being. Cause I actually maybe I shouldn't be so prideful, but I used to like take pride in being like strong and healthy and all that. You know what I mean? So.
And how do you know it's impossible not to think about it?
How do I know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm saying it's pretty close to impossible, though. It's
And why do you say that?
because it's constant, the pain and discomfort and dysfunction and all that.
Are you feeling pain right now?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
You don't look like you feel pain.
Because I've been dealing with it for so long. And that's the thing. Like, I'll go to a store or something, and, like, people just think I'm normal, you know? Like, especially if I start talking, because, you know,
Are you depressed as a result of it?
it caused some depression, yeah. But, like, some
And what
things.
does that look like?
What does it look like? Depression?
Yeah.
It's just you start having doubts, you know, about yourself and future and all that, you know, that kind of thing. So.
You start, and so do you feel depressed too, or you just think depressed?
I don't know, like, cause I suppose there is a difference between like your feelings and your thoughts, right? Like, so I don't know, honestly. Like, maybe I should look at it that way. Like, it's my thoughts.
And it makes
like,
you think about the future and all that?
huh?
When you're depressed, you think about the future and all
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
And where is the future?
Nowhere.
And so how do you think about something that doesn't exist?
Well, see, the thing is that the present time always leads to the future. You know what I mean?
What?
So the present time always leads to the future. So
No, it
like,
doesn't.
it
The
doesn't.
present time never leads to the future.
What does it lead to then?
Nothing.
Okay. Because I mean, time is constantly moving. So
The earth is moving.
So
and
if
for
we're-
the flat earth, the earth is still. I got to satisfy everybody. But for the round earth, the earth is moving. But go ahead.
oh, I forgot what I was gonna say.
You said that, I said that there is no future. You said it does come or something.
Yeah,
And I
the
said,
the present leads to the future because time is constantly moving. Like, you know.
But there is no time in the present.
There's no time in the present.
Right.
I don't know. That's when I guess I have to smoke a joint on or something, dog. Like,
Yeah. Or mushroom.
mushroom. Hey,
No,
I got some
no
weed in my car.
mushroom.
I don't smoke it, but I got it because it was helping me with the pain and dysfunction and all that.
What was?
Smoking weed.
Oh, but you smoke mushroom too?
No.
Oh,
I tried acid though when I was younger, like 18.
Right.
You know,
Listen, there is no time, so in the present.
there is no time. Like in what context? Like you know what I'm saying?
Period.
Like, huh?
Period. Time is only in your mind. And there's time on the earth, you know, they use a clock to say be at work at 8, get off at 5, be at a party at whatever time.
'Cause it's measured by
They use
humans.
earthly time, but that's an illusion of time. There is no time, and especially in the present. The present is always here and no time.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
The present is always here and it's not of time at all.
Yeah.
Time is 100% an illusion.
Okay.
So you can't be
You mean
thinking
like
about it-
time, like the actual measurement of time, like looking at a clock and you know.
But that's just
that-
a clock thing to function on Earth.
Right. So time, because basically we only call it time because they're measuring it. You know what I'm saying? Like we look, oh, it's 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, da 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 da.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, I guess that aspect of it is.
And so if there's no time in present, how can you think of a future that doesn't exist?
Well, because everything you do in the present affects the future.
What?
Everything you do in the present affects the future.
How can it affect it when there is no future?
But there is a future though.
Where is it?
Where is it?
Yes.
I mean, you can't look at a map and be like, there it is, but you know what I mean? But
It doesn't exist. So here's what I recommend. Do what you want, though. Stop thinking about your pain. Now, I know when it comes, you're going to feel it. Let it pass.
you can't
You can't what?
let it pass.
Yes, you can. You have never done it. That's why you think you can't. But
I
you
mean,
can.
I try, I do it. Like you say, like when I go to stores and all that, people just think I'm normal. Like, and then people that I know that saw me gain most of my weight back, they be like, "Oh, you look great." I'm like, "Yeah, but I don't really feel great." You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, again, I'm not trying to look for pity. I'm just telling the truth.
I understand that, yeah. I know that you're going to feel some pain sometime and all that, but stop thinking about the pain.
Yeah,
Stop thinking about what you lost and what you could have,
yeah,
and just take your medication, whatever you're doing, and just live your life without thinking about the outcome, because God will heal you if you want it.
right. So
But
yeah,
you got to not want it, though.
I gotta not want it.
Yeah.
What do you mean not? You said I gotta not want to be healed? Like,
Yes.
Okay, because I remember.
Why do you want to be? Oh, go ahead.
No, because I remember you said 2 weeks ago, like if it's God's will, let it be done.
Yeah.
And then, what'd you say after that? Like,
I forgot. I wish you well.
yeah, no, because it was part of like the prayer you gave me or something. I don't-
Yeah. Whatever your will is, God, let it be done. I know you can heal me if you wanted me healed.
Okay, yeah, that was it. I think.
Yeah.
I know you can heal me.
So why not leave it at that and let His will be done? Why is your body so important?
No, you're right.
to you?
Because there was times when the past couple weeks since I've been here when I was thinking that, like, yeah, just I mean, there's really, yeah, I can't really do nothing outside of what I'm already doing to get better. So like, yeah, just put it in God's hands, you know.
Do you think God want you healed?
That's a question I really did ponder, like, because like over time I'm like, does God really want me healed? I don't know, because you look at people like that is like in way worse predicaments than me, and I'm
But
like,
don't do that. Don't look at other people's situations.
well, no,
and
but
yours.
it's just, you know, again, I'm in my thoughts thinking
Yeah.
that, you know, so but it's reality. Like you see people that's messed up, and you're like, you know, why would God want me healed? Like God ain't healing that person. You know what I
You
mean?
should never do that.
Yeah.
You should never compare yourself in any situation with anyone.
Yeah.
Because you don't know those
Well, even-
people.
even-
You don't. Most people love their health.
Yeah.
They love being sick.
Yeah.
And they love telling people about it. They love being that way.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't compare yourself to others.
Well, even if I don't compare, I'll still like you know, wonder like, dang, because I've been going through it for so long, and the improvements are minuscule. You know, it's chronic, so it's like, yeah, does he chronic? I guess it's just the title they put on it or whatever. But like, yeah, does he really?
It's what?
Like people like if you have an ailment for like more than 3 months, they say you're chronic or whatever.
Who
I'm not
say
saying
you-
I am chronic, but that's the label they put on it.
Right.
So, but I've been messed up for so long that like, yeah, you really do start to wonder, like, dang, does God want me healed? I don't know, like, you know, maybe He wants me to be this way for a particular purpose. I don't know, you know.
No, he doesn't want it for a purpose.
Okay.
It's for you to wake up. Your
Okay.
body is too important to you. It always has been, and that's why you're in the condition. So you are not your body, right? And everybody want a healthy body. I'm not saying that at all.
Yeah, for sure.
But you put your body before what is right.
Mm-hmm.
So appreciate the body,
Okay, so like, what is right though? Like,
seeking the kingdom of God,
okay,
overcoming your fallen state.
right.
That's what's right.
Mm-hmm.
The truth is right.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that is right.
Mm-hmm.
And so do what you want, but I recommend you stop thinking about your body condition.
Okay.
You're not your body. And when the thoughts come, let them pass. When the pain comes, do what you need to do about the pain, be done with it, and let God's will be done. If you got to go to the doctor, go to the doctor, but let God's will. Don't focus on that. Focus on overcoming your fallen state.
Yeah.
That make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And forget about the future. It doesn't exist.
Okay.
Any questions about that?
No.
If God wants you, hey, God, you want me healed? I know you can do it.
Mm.
And see what happens.
Wait, should I say that and the other thing, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Which other thing?
if it's God's will, let it be done. you
Yeah,
know?
whatever your will is. If you want my body healed, I know you will heal me.
Okay.
You can. He can do it.
Right.
All right? So, and I understand it's difficult when you're used to living the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Focus on your pain, comparing yourself, missing what you have physically and all that stuff. But it's time to overcome that.
Yeah. I
Right.
agree.
Okay.
You know.
Amazing.
So. I really don't have much else, man. Like, you
right.
just staring at me.
Okay.
Though. But thank you, though. Appreciate it.
You're totally welcome. The ladies way in the back, the two, you guys mind coming up front so the people that come in have those seats. And we all going to look at you while you're walking up, and we're going to judge you. No, up in front is up here. See these empty seats? Sit over here by this lady if you're scared. Does that feel better? It does? Okay. Amazing. Any other questions? Yes, Raymond.
From what you discussed earlier about many people needing some sort of hallucinative to meet God, to me, I see.
But they're not meeting God. That's insane.
Okay, well, what it comes down to me, is finding an outside support against their lack of their emptiness. Instead of staying still
Yeah.
and facing that emptiness.
You gotta face it.
To me, that's the real cure for any ailment, and that's the only way you can truly find God if you want to find Him.
In order to find God, you gotta go through hell. Sorry. You've been trying to avoid your hell. You're never gonna find God unless you go through hell. There's no way around it. Yes, sir. Isn't that amazing? You've been trying not to go to hell, and you're in hell trying to avoid hell rather than going through the hell. You go to the doctor, and the doctor gives you medication to keep you from going through the hell, and you're stuck in hell. You gotta go through the hell. Ain't no way around it. Isn't that amazing? Yes, sir.
I have a question related to the praying. Sorry.
Yes.
So you just told him, if God wants you healed, it sounded like he'd be saying this in a prayer. If you want me healed, then your will be done. And also,
Well, he'll have to say it in a prayer. He should just say it
but that's
so that he can stop letting the devil trick him about his body. Make it more important than what it is.
So when I do the silent prayer, I don't really do any talking at all or asking.
Nice.
Right. But then you did say at one point that you asked God to see the truth.
Yes.
And I'm assuming that was in prayer form. Did I get that
When
wrong?
I asked
Yeah.
years ago,
Yeah.
nope. I
Okay.
didn't think of it as a prayer form. I was just feeling all weak and emotional, had
Right.
fear. And I'd been going to church and doing all the things they said do, but it didn't work.
Right.
And so I wanted prayer, unless God think of it as prayer. I just said, you know what? I can't do nothing about myself. I can't change.
Right.
What's wrong with me? And then at some point he allowed me to see that. But I wasn't like on my knees praying or anything like that.
It's just I'm trying to figure out, is there ever a period of time where you can pray in those, not the hooping and hollering on the extreme, but
Right.
like, say, I'll give you a perfect example. I'm having a really hard time right now with what's going on in the world and not getting caught up in it.
You are?
Oh, yeah. And everybody else is as well, I'm sure.
Why are you having a hard time with what's going on in the world?
I
Give me an
probably should
example of
stop
what you
watching the
mean.
news.
What?
I should probably stop watching the news.
No, but why are you having go ahead. You're about to say about it. Go ahead.
If I watch, I'm not going to get into specifics, but
Right.
we'll just say broadly
If you watch
politics.
Trump yelling at Putin, enemy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
What's that man's name?
Zelensky.
Zelensky.
So
That bothers you?
well, a better way of saying it is I'm struggling with I'm actually aware that I'm having a reaction and that I have way too many opinions about it. And
Yeah.
I really want to ask God, can you help me out with this aspect? Because I'm struggling with that.
Nice. That makes sense. I understand that.
All right.
Anybody else struggle with what's happening in the world? It's getting to you a little bit. It's to you. And tell what's happening with you when you see what's going on in the world.
Sometimes I'll feel anger, like I'll judge the world essentially, and then part of me want to watch it burn. You know what I mean?
You want to watch it burn?
Yeah, because it's so evil, and it's just like it's
Right,
the
I
devil. It's the
understand.
devil in me. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
But and then it just
Okay.
shows me how evil and wicked I am. You know what I mean? But I see it, and then I just let it pass.
Right
so,
on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Yes, sir.
I struggle with not having an opinion about it, especially because the circles that I run in.
Right.
They're like, "Oh, can you believe Trump kicked Zelensky out of?" I was like, "Good." I was like, I don't know. Sometimes I guess I just go counter to what they think just to get a reaction out of them because they were looking to get a reaction out of me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Amazing. Anybody else? Stronger? Yes, sir.
Yeah, it makes me judgmental.
In what way?
Like, for example, I went and saw the interview with Trump and Zelensky on the internet, and I just clicked whatever channel. I didn't really look at the channel I was clicking, and I guess it was a liberal channel. So when I was reading the comments were just, they were kind of like crazy to me, and I was just like, look at these idiots. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
made me judge. So yeah,
What a mess.
yeah.
And the young lady, you having a problem with it? Yes.
No, I don't really keep up with any of it, so.
I'm sorry?
I just live my life. I don't really focus on it, so.
Oh, you don't pay attention to what's happening in the world?
Not really.
And why not?
I don't know. I think God will do what he does, so whether there's bad or good, or if we want to call it bad or good, it still kind of ends up with him, so I'm not too concerned.
Oh, okay. This your first time here?
Second.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else having a problem with you? Yes.
I have a question. Hi.
Oh,
I have a question regarding to the silent prayer.
Okay, hold that for 1 minute. Don't forget. I'll be right back to you. As far as what's happening in the world, when I see what's happening in the world now, I'm thinking, wow, that sounds like the people I counsel with. Right. They're having the same problem. The same thing you see in the media, in our government, regular people are having the same fights. Ain't nothing different about it. They fighting over territory, land, or whatever, but you're fighting over relationships, or you're fighting over money, or you're fighting over friendships, or you're fighting. It's the same thing. You're fortunate that you see it in a big way in the media, but you're doing it too. You're mad. Everybody trying to win. It's the same thing. So when you overcome the world and you see that happen, you won't be moved by it because you will understand. It's the same spirit. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
And so what you do when you watch it, and that's the young man was saying there, the devil tell you this about it, let it pass. Just like you would in your own life, this same thing is going on out in the world. It's the same spirit. And then I turn to people who disagree with Trump. They are against him and for a scholastic man. I'm like, how you be against somebody, your own country? But it's the same spirit. I understand it. It'll be like your mother-in-law, your mother would take the side of your wife. And you'd be like, Mama, why?
I can't imagine that one.
It's the same thing. You understand that? So you can live in this world and all this hell going on around you and in the media and everywhere, and you are protected from it if you're living from your own world. If you have become a whole person, you will not be affected about what's happening. And you don't have to try not to be affected, because if you're trying not to be, then you're affected.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, just watch those stars that's telling you about what's happening out there, because they're telling you the same thing about you and you, right? Let them pass. And you'll see after a while it won't bother you at all.
I got a question.
Yes.
Is it possible to stay in the world and pay attention to what's going on and not be caught up in it?
100%.
Okay.
Understanding will do that for you. You need to know and understand what's going on around you, right?
Right.
But you should not be affected by it. And understanding would cause that. You would not be affected at all. In the same way, if your mother comes, and I say mother because everybody hates the mother. Let's say you apologize to your mother for resenting her, and she still takes the side of your wife, knowing she's wrong for that. And you will still be able to talk to her if you want to, and not be affected anymore about what she's doing. And you'll be able to say, you know what, stay from my house. Never come over here again, and wouldn't be bothered by it at all. Because you would not be of her. You would be in your own world, she would be in her world. Every human being is in their own world, catching their own hell. And it has nothing to do with the other person. But you got to stay. Are you doing the prayer every morning, every night? No. That means no right there. It took a long time to bring the mic up.
Well,
and then he started looking up there, looking for help from Jesus.
I am doing it every night. The mornings are tougher, but I am doing it in the middle of the day, especially when I'm at work around people and I'm about to get into some stuff. I'll pray my way out of it.
Why not wake up in times to have that time to become aware again? Because most of your challenges are during the day, not at night. They happen at night too when you're sleeping.
Right.
But why not wake up and put that first?
I can't come up with a good reason why not.
You're not tired of suffering?
I'm actually a little curious about that myself.
You love your misery?
I do not, actually.
If you didn't love it, you'd drop it.
Right, that's where I'm struggling. It's I know now, yet I walk into the buzzsaw.
Right, because you still love darkness. That's why you still listen to it. It's telling you not to get up and do it. Oh, too early. You're too tired. You went to bed late. It's this and that. You could do it later. You still listen to evil.
I think it's worse than that. I don't have that dialogue. I'm almost unconscious. I get up and I go to work.
But you are having it, you just don't realize you're having it.
Right.
It's telling you that. Because you don't make decisions on your own.
Right.
It's always talking to you. So do the silent prayer, man. All right? So, and then practice being present during the day as well.
Right.
All right?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Yes, sir.
So is it enough to see that you're judging and being judgmental?
Yes.
And just don't try to stop it, right?
Don't try to stop it. If you see it, it'll stop by itself. It'll be taken away from you. But if you try to stop it, you're going to do it more. Okay. Of ourselves, we can do nothing. Of ourselves, we know nothing. We are not in control of anything. We can't. That's why you have to leave people in their hell. My friend doesn't. He's not doing the cycle, and he's a nice guy. You can tell, right?
Yeah.
But he loves his marriage. Okay, stay in your hell.
Right.
That ain't my bag.
Right. Yeah, because when I judge, I'm like literally 5 seconds later, I'm like, nah, don't do that. They can't help it, right? I just keep. Is that okay to just keep practicing that?
Practice what?
Like right after you judge, you see that you're wrong for judging, and just kind of understand that they can't help it. Whoever.
Yeah, just realize you're in your head. That's all you do.
Right.
Don't try to stop the thoughts or anything, and just realize you're in your head. You're thinking about these people with words, looking at them, judging them, making a little gestures. Your thoughts and eyes and words.
Right.
You make a little thing. If you catch that, it will go away. I promise you, you'll find yourself not doing that because it's spiritual.
Got it. Okay.
It will be taken away.
And that's
from you.
catching it when you see it like 5 seconds later. That's what you mean by catching.
Yeah, let's say you catch it. It's already done. It's happening. You're already in the judgment part.
Mm-hmm.
Catch it and do nothing.
Got it.
And it'll be taken away.
All right.
And if it come back again, just watch it. That's why you got to start being present so you can catch the thoughts. And then after a while, you won't have any feelings with it, and they'll all be gone, never to return again.
All right.
And you'll be around any situation, not think anything about it. Yet you will see what's going on. You're going to have understanding about it, and you're not going to call it good, but you won't judge it.
Yeah. I have one more question about the silent prayer.
Yes.
When you say look at the thought above your eyebrow,
Yeah.
like, what do you mean by
It
that?
just means that that's where thoughts come. Thoughts pass through here. This kind. So just be aware of that area.
Do you have to kind of like look up there, like look at it? Or?
No, just be aware of it.
Okay.
Don't be using your eyes to look up there.
Okay.
It look like you crazy.
No, not like my eyes are still
you
closed.
see somebody walk in your room and your eyes up here?
No, my eyes are closed.
They
But
think you're dead. No, you don't have to use your eyes. Just,
no, my eyes are closed though.
Right, no, don't, it'll be revealed to you. Don't use your eyes to see the thoughts.
Okay.
Anybody else doing that? Yeah. No, you can't make yourself, it will be revealed to you.
All right.
The light will let you see the darkness.
So just don't even look for anything, right? Just keep your eyes closed and just.
And just be aware.
Okay.
That's all you do.
Got it.
That make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
You nervous?
No, do I look nervous?
Oh, okay, no. It's going to work. You do it, it will work.
All right.
All right?
Because I notice sometimes I see things, I see like visions or memories, and then other times I just see pitch black. So I'm like,
Whatever's happening, you just observe it. If you get a whole bunch of thoughts and you like overwhelmed with them, right? Watch them. That's all you do.
okay,
And you've been living with those thoughts. Now you should start to see all these thoughts, right?
right.
If you get red lights, blue light, bright lights, just observe it. If you get total darkness, just observe it. And don't communicate with it. Don't call it good or bad. Just be the watcher.
All right, cool.
Nice, huh?
Yeah, it's
Nothing is required of you but to watch.
that makes it easy.
Yeah. Let me take this young lady, and then I saw your hand. Oh, okay.
So I have two things.
Okay.
First thing is like since last week was my first time came to this place.
Right.
And
oh, you're the one that found Jesus on TikTok,
yeah.
right?
So yes.
Oh, you know, yeah. Jesus on TikTok. He's everywhere. Go ahead.
Yes. So one thing I learned from last week, I started seeing a lot of things been revealed to me ever since I spoke to you because I trust what you say, and I apologize to my mother.
How'd that go?
it went well, and ever since then, I start catching her saying things that are demonic. What is it? For example, my brother took his wife to a trip, and when I spoke to her, she's like, "You see, they left. They don't want us to join them." I'm like, "That's evil. That's not true. You can go. You can go to a trip by yourself, or you
Absolutely.
can go with somebody like." Somebody that is trying to date you, or I can take you sometimes. But she said they left us. The words that she said, they left us. And they don't
Absolutely.
want us to join them. I was like, that's really demonic. I just want you to catch that. I told her that.
You told
I was like, that's really demonic. That's not true.
beautiful. Absolutely.
Imagine, but because just these words, think about it, if I was a child and all these time when I was in my childhood, possibly a lot of these, even though she doesn't mean it, but what if she been saying these things that created my own internal world?
100%.
So I was starting like, so that's one thing I caught, and
That's deep.
and I start,
Really?
and I start letting go a lot of stuff, because I understood that, because I practice this silent prayer, and I start seeing things different. I start trying to every day. My practice is not to be judgmental.
Right on.
And the second thing about silence, and a lot of good things came to me.
It will.
And I started practicing the silent prayer. My question for the silent prayer is that, so basically it's like meditation. You don't think of anything. You don't ask for anything. You don't think of anything. You just practice being silent, right?
And watching those thoughts. The whole, you just want to look at those thoughts
Yeah.
as though you're looking at a movie.
But not asking for anything, not
No.
talking. It's just silent. It's like a meditation for 5 to 10 minutes every morning and every night, right?
Well, I don't know about the meditation thing, but yes, if you're just sitting and watching those thoughts, you're not asking for anything, you're not wanting anything,
Yeah.
you're just watching them. That's all you need to do.
Got it.
And the ones that seem good, turn that fan on for me there. The one that seem good or bad, you just watch them and don't call them good and don't call them bad, because those spirits want you to communicate with them. They want you to call them good, oh, that's a good thought. Or they want you to call them bad, oh, that's a bad thought. Don't do it.
Got it. So I understand. And I realized that ever since I started trying to do the silent prayer, there's a lot of things trying to stop me. I start visualize a lot of things. Like I got a phone call, like the devil is doing something. I got a
Yes.
phone call, I got a text, and my mother tried to ask me to do something, or it's just like so many things try to stop me from being silent.
Yes.
A lot of things.
Absolutely. The
Isn't it
evil,
crazy?
It is.
I was like, stop. Okay, you guys drop and give me 10 minutes and I will come back to you.
That's right. Absolutely. The last thing that evil want you to do is to be still and recognize it. It doesn't want you to recognize. It'll let you hoop and holler and pray. It'll let you get on your knees and beg the Lord. It'll let you cry, God, please. It'll let you do all that. Pray for mama, pray for this. But it will not, because it's one with you then. It knows that it's one with you. But it will not let you be still so you can see it's not you. And then they have to leave your body. Absolutely. And it'll have all kind of distraction come to try to stop you. Don't stop.
Yeah, so I put like pause, stop, you know.
Yes.
And anybody who try to interrupt me, I say, I get back to you in 10 minutes.
Absolutely.
Anybody, like
Absolutely.
on the phone, or there's like, please open the door. I say, yo, you need to figure that out. I come back to you in 10 minutes because I'm not doing anything.
Beautiful.
If anybody who does that, you owe me a fine, I said. So because I'm trying to be still.
That's right. Well, what I want you to know, don't give up.
Oh, okay.
Because those spirits, you haven't seen anything yet. They're going to be nasty. they're going to be evil, they're going to scream, they're going to yell, they're going to have people come against you, anything to try to stop you because they are feeling the light that is shining on them. And they don't want to leave you. They don't want to die. And so they're going to work overtime. They're going to bring up the past and the future. They're going to bring up all kinds. But you stay with it and go through that hell. Don't run from it. Don't argue with it. Don't fight about it. Go through the hell in pain, and you'll get through it, and you will be free. And you will have no more pain because it won't exist anymore inside of you. It must die. And that's what it means. In order to have life, you must die. This false self must die. There's no way around it. So if you get rough, you just take it, go to work, do your day, but let the pain stay there. It'll be taken away.
Yeah, I feel a lot of clarity since last week. A
Right
lot
on.
of things in my life started being super clear because I accepted that I live in a false life, and there are. It's just the whole environment. I mean,
Everything about you is fake. Everything about every human being is fake. There's no honest human being. Zero. Everybody is wicked. You're looking at a room full of devils. Look around the room. All you see is Satan. But they look so pretty and dressed and cleaned up and whatever, right? But you're looking at the devil. Look around. It's all evil. Human beings are not real at all. And that's why it's so hard for them to die, because who will I be if I'm not this fake person? Who will I be if I don't have friends, if I don't have a husband or a wife, or if I don't have money, or if my body is not functioning well? Who will I be if I lose this self? And that's why it's hard for people to just die just like that, because I feel like, who will I be if I'm not these things? And that's evil.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
So stay with it.
Yeah.
Just stay with it, because it's going to get rough. Only because you think it's you. If you knew clearly that it's not you at all, you could die like that and be done with it and be free right now. So stay with it.
Yeah, it's crazy how when I start seeing everything since last week, like 10 people start asking me, "Oh, let's go drinking." I say, "No." Since when you start asking me go drinking? Let's go club. I say I don't go to club, but it's just like people are start reaching out.
Yes.
I think from the devil start trying to say, "Oh, let's go here, let's go there. We got
Absolutely.
ticket for here." I was like, I never go to these. You know I don't, but why you start trying to invite me to these?
Because
It's like the war is coming.
absolutely. And just watch it.
I say no to all
And don't
that.
be mad at them. They can't help it. They cannot see. They were lost. They are lost in the same way you were lost before you were found. So they can't help it, but just say no if you want to say no, but don't be mad at them. They can't help it.
I understand. Don't judge anymore.
And I love what you said, how you should see your mother. And you're right. Mothers teach, all mothers teach that evil to their children while they're young. And they grow up and become just like mama. And they know, the kids know it's evil, but they just don't know what to do about it. Because poor dad, he's already wiped out. So he can't have a mama. So he's not going to save me from it either. But that is perfect. That's exactly what's happening.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, amazing. The young man in the back with the hat, I think I saw your hand, right? Okay. Yes, sir.
So I've been trying to pray without ceasing also.
Yes.
But I have the opposite problem as the gentleman over there. It's harder for me at night. In the morning, it's easy because I wake up like an hour before going to work.
Right.
So I do that. But at night, it'll be a little harder because either I'm really tired or I'll have like a glass of wine. And so my question,
No.
so my question is, like, even if I'm a little buzzed, should I do it while I'm buzzed or before?
Do it while, try to do it before. Really, do it before. Let's say your body shut down at 9 o'clock. You know, you want to go to bed, you're just tired, you're going to bed. Do it at 8 o'clock.
But it'll still,
And
like,
then-
you
I'm
don't have to
sorry?
do it right before going to sleep?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
A lot of people think that, and I guess I understand why, but no, you don't have to wait until you're ready to crawl in bed. Because you can be so tired, you don't want to, your body's tired, you're under stress, you'll fall asleep. So yeah, you could do it before that.
Okay, yeah, because even on the days when, let's say I don't have a drink, I'm not a sleeper that goes to sleep right away.
Right.
So I also have a problem with, like, I do the silent prayer, but then I'm scrolling on my phone on my bed, and I feel that takes away the effect.
Put your
but-
phone away. You don't need your phone in the bed, man.
I know, it's hard for me to sleep sometimes, but
No,
yeah,
but
you're
don't
right.
get up.
You're right.
Oh, here's what I recommend. Give this a good try. Do your silent prayer, drink your little wine, and then go to bed. Now you're laying up there, right? Don't make sleep important at all. Don't make it a big deal, you'll fall asleep.
Okay.
But if you start, I can't go to sleep, I gotta get up early in the morning, I got this and that, don't do
becomes
that.
harder.
Yeah, don't make it important at all.
Okay, yeah, because the days that I don't do the silent prayer, I dream like crazy, and it's like, I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
They're like super vivid, and
Because you go unconscious when you don't do the silent
Yeah.
prayer. You go into dreams like you do when you're awake.
yeah.
It's the same thing.
Okay.
But don't make sleep a big deal. Then you be like Donald Trump. Sorry, I'm not promoting Donald for those who hate Donald. But you won't need as much sleep as you think.
Okay.
Really. You just made
I'll
it
wake
too
up with
important.
energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amazing, huh?
Amazing.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Well, I think a lot of what I was going to say you kind of already covered, but it's that thing of all you have to do is do your best and God will do the rest.
Absolutely.
And the silent prayer, when you tell us all the time, like, stay with it, stay with it, stay with it, that's the most crucial thing.
Yeah.
Not worrying about, am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? Just do
That's
it.
right.
And God is going to guide everything.
Absolutely. And you do your best by not doing your best. You just do the silent, you want to be present, right? So you do the silent prayer, you practice being present, and you will always be with God. Always, and everything is fine. So stay with it. All right? Amazing. Any other question? In the hat and then here.
It's crazy that the lady said that people will hit her up. I wake up at 4:30 every day, and nobody's awake at that time. And somehow they'll call me, they'll text me, they'll send me a message. So the devil doesn't sleep.
Yeah.
He doesn't sleep. And another point with
Because the devil he doesn't want you to know that you're already free. Really. And that you have no problems at all.
Yeah.
He doesn't want you to know that. So he's constantly busy to keep you from seeing the light. That's all it is. That's why he's doing that.
Yeah. And then I actually had a conversation with a friend of mine, and he had the similar problem to the gentleman in the beginning. He works out all the time. He's super yoked. And one of the things he like, physically he looks good, but he's always depressed, anxious, all this stuff. And so it just, I don't know, maybe I'm making a connection that's not there. But last time he told me, like, what can I do, bro? Like, I'm so depressed, I'm this. I'm like, how are you? In my head, it's like, I was judging him. I was like, how are you depressed, dude? Like, you look great, bro. You look like $1 million. I wish I could look like that. He's like, yeah, bro, but it's not all about my body.
But building a body is not going to make you
That's
free from
exactly what I
depression.
thought right now, because he puts so much emphasis on his body,
Yeah.
and I feel that we do that maybe in other aspects of our life, and then
Every
that's why
area.
we're miserable.
Yeah.
That's why we're miserable.
Absolutely. Married couples do that in relationship. When the husband want to leave or the wife want to leave, the husband's like, no, don't go. And they fight to keep her. And the more they fight, the more she want to leave, or at least she pretending, or the other way around. But if you didn't put anything into it, if they want to leave, you just say bye. Okay, we've been together 20 years, too long, bye. We have 10 children together, too many, bye. Really, because your life and your love is coming from above, not from anyone or anything. You can live a life not wanting anything from anyone. Now, we have to help each other in commerce kind of way, buy food, buy your real estate, that way to function on earth. But you're not supposed to need people. Ladies, don't be saying, I'm never going to have any children. I'm getting old. Don't say that. That's what the world taught you. You're a lady. Your body going to fall apart at 30 or 40. You got to hurry up and have some children. Sarah was 99. You can have a baby at 99. Really? And you don't need no artificial insemination thing. Anyway, yes, sir.
I have two questions. My first is understanding choice. I guess in that moment, sort of hearing God and making sort of discernment.
Right.
Because I guess I'm
Speak
trying
up a
to
little bit
negate,
into the mic for me.
sorry. I'm trying to negate my just normal thoughts and making the wrong decisions, but I feel like in that moment I need to use thought, and I guess at this point I don't feel like I should trust it. I should be
The only
trusting
time
Him.
you need to use thought is when you want to build a house, or you want groceries, or you want to drive your car. God give you the proper thoughts to function on earth, but you don't live by them. And then thoughts about God, you're never going to have thoughts about God. Those are made up, and it's just ideas from what you've learned and heard about and blah, 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 or your parents taught you. They were just ideas about God, but you would never know Him by thinking about Him.
But let's say hypothetically, there's a student preparing to go to school, college, or whatever. They're trying to choose their major. How are they making that choice and finding the right thing for them without just
Let's say
diving in?
you grew up and you love building cars, and so you want to learn more about it. You want to go to school to build a car, learn how to build it. Don't worry about a major and all that. That's going to screw you. Go to a trade school if the university does, because they're just there for money. They're not trying to teach you to be independent. So go to a trade school, or go find a job and say, hey, I'll volunteer to work for you if you can teach me how to do this. And that will lead to a job. That make sense?
Yeah, no, it does.
Are you in college?
No, that was a hypothetical.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My second question, I guess I feel maybe too far in that I feel, I guess, sort of empathy for people that I'm sort of shedding my judgment of them, but maybe too far in a way that I almost feel like I'm hitting a fine line where I almost stop caring at all, like the Zelensky, whatever's going on in the world, I just kind of don't care. It feels like almost I'm ignoring people in a way, and it feels maybe I've gone too far. Like I almost feel like I don't want to correct people anymore. I'm just like, all right, you be in your hell, that's fine. But I don't know, maybe there feels like there's too much to that.
Because right now you don't care about people. All that emotion you had and sympathy you had was fake, it was ego, it was hatred, it was not love. Now you come into the real deal. You let everybody live in their own hell, you don't judge them, you wish them well, and you will have understanding about it. And if they want help, they'll ask, and you'll be able to point them to the source. The word will come. But you're not supposed to be caring about people.
But aren't I not supposed to be seeking to serve in some way?
No.
Okay.
Don't seek to serve at all.
Okay.
Let God's will be done, and He'll put things in your way. Whatever He wants you to do, it'll happen naturally. But if you have an idea, I got to find somebody to serve, we're going to take advantage of you. No, don't do that.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
Yeah, that makes sense?
Yes, it does.
Is this your first time?
Yes, it is.
What's your first name?
Corey.
Corey, welcome, man.
Thank you.
Any other questions about anything?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Nice. Are you doing the silent prayer?
I struggle, but I try.
That means no. Can y'all tell him no when it's coming now?
Basically, no, but...
And why not?
I find myself, at least recently, when trying to do it, I'm trying to, and in the same way almost as she was saying, turn off things when I feel like I need to be just, in the same way as you're saying, letting it go by.
Yes.
And that's where my struggle has been. I find myself trying to just delete rather than pass.
Yeah,
so
stop it.
It's making it
All
more
you need to do is watch. You know how you watch on a movie? You sitting in front of a TV?
Yes, exactly.
And you watching a movie and eating your popcorn and laughing and having fun and going from one thing to another one.
Mm-hmm.
All you're doing is watching it, right? Well, watch this movie in the same way. That's all you do.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And it'll turn itself off because the light will turn it off.
Mm.
it will be taken away from you.
But I'm supposed to be, I guess, ultimately but waiting for God's sort of presence in some way, correct?
Don't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, don't have any expectations at all.
Okay,
Because Satan will make God come. He'll make you think you hear from God or you feel God and blah, 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 and it won't be true. Stop thinking about God.
Interesting. That's been my struggle. Yeah.
So what?
I said that's been my struggle primarily is thinking too much about God.
When you stop thinking about God, when you stop thinking about heaven, when you stop thinking about dying and all that stuff, you have perfect peace.
Okay.
You're in heaven, you're living in heaven, and you have perfect peace. And you're with God when you stop thinking about Him. But the more you think about God, the further you're away from Him because it's just ideas. And those ideas come straight out of hell. Stop it. And I know the church tell you, oh, think about God. I was laying up this morning with my mind set on Jesus. You heard that before?
Yeah.
They even have a song. I woke up this morning with my mind set on Jesus. Oh, I woke up this morning. Y'all heard that? You have now. Yeah. I woke up this morning, my mind set on Jesus. When they said, I woke up this morning, my mind set on hell. Who can I hurt? What a mess, huh? Stop thinking about God. God does not need you to think about Him. He wants you to stay present with Him.
Okay. Gotcha.
That make sense?
No, it does.
So do the silent prayer. Do your little hoop and holler. Oh, Lord, please. Whatever, right? And when you're tired or done that, be still and know Him.
Is there a, I guess, sort of methodology of silent prayer throughout your normal day? Like to, let's say, prayer all day?
Yeah, He said pray without ceasing. So what's going to happen if you stay with it? You're going to practice being present all day. When you're walking through a door, you're going to be aware of yourself walking through that door into the next room. Or instead of just being in that room and not knowing how you got there. Because on the way from one room to another, you're thinking about the past or the future or what happened or what's going to happen, right? So practice little things like that. Getting into your car. You get into your car, don't even know how you got there. And next thing you realize you turn it on, now you're reaching for the radio, now you're on your way to work. Practice those little things and they'll lead to big things.
Okay.
You got to work on yourself.
Okay.
Did you go and forgive your mother?
I constantly am. I feel like I'm doing it all the time, but
have you gone to her?
Yeah. No, I mean even yesterday, yes.
What is the truth?
Oh, I mean, you know, I feel like every time I talk to her, there's a sort of a essence of me forgiving what's happening in that moment.
Have you gone to your mother and forgiven her?
I guess I'm not understanding how you mean. Just like direct, I forgive you, that's it.
Have you gone to your mother and told her,
oh, okay.
I'm sorry for resenting you, screwing up my life. I know now you couldn't help it.
No, I've not. No.
And why not?
That's a good question.
I'm scared.
I guess it's not that I'm scared.
Yes, it is.
I don't. It doesn't feel like something I need to tell her. It seems like something I need to be doing.
What?
It doesn't seem like something I need to tell her. It seems like something I just need to be doing.
And what God said before you can get into the kingdom, before you enter into the kingdom, you must go and forgive them. How will God forgive you if you don't go and forgive them?
But I had to literally say it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're trying to take the cowardly way out.
Yeah.
I did it in my mind. That ain't gonna work.
Sure. Yeah.
You gotta shake in your boot, facing them.
Okay.
And you're gonna be afraid. And the devil gonna tell, oh, you're gonna hurt her feelings, or she's gonna yell, she's gonna cry. Let her cry, yeah, let her yell, that's on her. I'm sorry for resenting you. Then God will change your heart. Because right now your heart is nasty.
Sure.
You have a wicked heart. And God will change that. That's where the sin of the heart, right?
Yeah.
Human beings have evil hearts, so they playing God. So you gotta face her, and no matter how she act, that's fine. If she fall out and die, literally just die. Oh, mama's dead. And go get the insurance paper. You know where they are, right?
Sure, yeah.
In that kitchen, right by the spoons.
Yeah.
And hurry up and cash it in. Don't tell your brother and sister, and you give them the money that's left over. But you got to face her.
Yeah.
And your father.
Our father passed away, unfortunately.
Okay, face your mother.
Yeah.
And don't let Satan talk you out of it.
Yeah.
And then God will forgive you, and He'll change your heart, and then you start seeing even more, and it will change by itself.
Sorry, I feel like I have too many questions, but
This is fellowship. No such thing.
Why is that the first step? I guess I failed to understand. Why is that actually the first step?
Good question. The young lady way in the back, he want to know why is the first step to go and forgive? Why is that the first step?
Because evil comes from the mother.
Say what now? Go ahead, repeat it.
Evil comes from the mother, and you have to forgive.
Absolutely. Evil came through your mother, passed on to you. You became like her, and you hate her. And by hating her, you're playing God. Because now, once you weren't that way when you were a little kid, but the moment you hate it, you start making decisions. You start to decide what you want, who you want to be married to, where you want to live, you started making decisions about right and wrong. You think you can fix yourself, you play God. As long as you play God, you will not ever know God. But once you go and forgive, He's going to forgive you because that spirit is evil. It cannot enter into the kingdom. It will not, it cannot enter where God is, right? And so once you forgive your mother, then you're going to enter into the kingdom, and the rest is history.
How am I supposed to view relationships if I kind of ultimately, from that logic, I'm thinking that she will become a mom and therefore become...
Speak up for me.
How am I supposed to view relationships if I think that she will basically become a mom and become this person that I'm calling evil in some way, that I need to forgive? Like, how am I... It almost seems pointless to get into a relationship if I'm like, all right, you're pretty much just going to get that
You
way.
you don't see the point of getting in a relationship with a woman that you know she's already evil, or she's going to be evil?
If I follow that logic, yeah.
What's going to happen when you stop judging, you're going to stop looking for relationships. You won't think about relationships. They would disappear. And yet you would get along with all. And if God wants you to be married, because that's a false idea that you got to be married.
Yeah.
That's a made-up thing the world taught you too. But if God, He will add unto you what you're supposed to have, or what He wants you to have, and if He add a woman unto you, it'll be perfect. It'll be the woman that was meant for you. She'll be free, and you will have a marriage that will last until death do you part, and you wouldn't have to put any effort into it at all. It will happen naturally.
Okay, gotcha.
That make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Amazing.
Thank you.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Glad to help you, brother.
Threw me off.
Soul brother. Black and proud. Anyway, any other questions? Amazing. Okay, the biblical question. Do you know what the biblical question is? This your first time? No. Do you know what the biblical question is?
Yes.
And what is the biblical question?
What has religion done good for you?
Speak up for me into the mic.
Has religion done good for you?
Yes.
Anything good for you?
What good have what good have you gotten out of religion? And you say?
I introduced to Jesus through religion,
Okay.
but also it made me, religion has made me judge myself my whole life.
Oh, okay. So you were introduced to Jesus through religion, and then religion made you judge yourself all your life. And is that good, that you judge yourself?
No.
Oh, okay.
Now I realize no.
Oh, okay. And was that good that you found Jesus in religion?
Yes.
Okay. And how did that help you? Finding Jesus.
You helped me. I haven't.
Jesus is my brother, though. I'm not Jesus. What the? I know we look alike.
I really didn't. Yeah, I was not aware. I'm not aware. I was only aware of what my parents and my grandparents had taught me from religion that, don't do this, God's going to punish you, you can't, just this and that. But, and I was praying the way you said every night. After I met you, things changed for me, so.
Give me an example of one thing that has changed for you since doing the silent prayer.
The war in my head has settled down.
Yes.
The only problem I have now is I listen to you every day. I go for my walk and I'm listening to you. The days that when I'm busy and I don't listen to you, my thoughts start coming in, and I feel like I'm addicted to your whatever's on YouTube, because I only have YouTube, everything, that you have. So I have to put that on my ear and start listening, and then the next day or the rest of the day I'm okay. And then for a couple of days, I get busy and I don't listen to you, the thoughts start coming in my head. So I don't know how to stop that.
When those thoughts come, let them pass. It's good to hear the good, true fellowship. So you'll find, don't let the devil tell you, oh, you're addicted. They're still coming out of hell. Eventually, you'll find yourself doing the silent prayer on your own. Everything will fall in place by itself. But don't let hell talk you out of hearing the truth. You're hearing the truth here in this meeting. You hear it on the shows. And that's what you need to hear. That's what fellowship is all about. Okay. So don't believe that either. You just stay with it. And it'll fall in place by itself.
Okay.
That make sense?
Yeah.
Are you married?
Yes.
You married to that one? You married to him?
Yes.
Do you obey him?
Yes.
What?
I do.
Did you do like a yes?
No, I do.
You obey him?
Yes, I do.
Oh, all right. Is it hard to obey him?
No.
It's not?
No.
Nice. She obey you now?
Oh yeah, I've never had a problem with anything like that. But really, I have to ask you: when you say obey, what can you give me an example, please?
So, how do you know she obey if you don't know what it means? Well,
that's true. So I'm asking you, I don't know, an example of obey.
You're not sure if she's obeying or not?
She is to me. I think she is.
And so, what is obeying then?
She's not making me miserable anymore.
Anymore?
Anymore, yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Well, because of
that's
you.
That's obeying.
Because of you. That's,
But still, that's obeying. She's starting to wake up.
Yeah.
Are you working on yourself?
I'm not
No.
No, not at all.
And why not? Why? You're her husband.
Right.
Why won't you work on yourself so you can be a light for her?
I don't know how to work on myself. Let's put it that way.
Okay. You see that you're evil?
I probably am because you say I am, so I guess I'm evil.
No, what do you say?
Do I think I'm evil?
No, do you see that you are evil?
Not really,
You don't see you're evil?
Sure, I do things that are evil sometimes, but nothing that's to brag about. I mean,
So do you see that you're evil?
I guess I'm evil.
No. Do you see that you are or you don't?
I don't.
You don't?
No.
Do you see that you're good?
In a lot of ways, yes.
You do. And what's good about you?
Well, I take care of my family. I work hard, and I've never stolen anything in my life. I don't know what I don't. That's the way I look at it. I don't, and I'm nice to people. I try to be anyway. I never want to hurt anybody's feelings or anything like that. So.
Right. And so, what's good about you?
You want me to say nothing? I don't know.
So far, you haven't been able to tell me anything good about you.
I guess there's nothing good about me.
No. So you can't think of one good thing?
No.
So why do you think you're good then?
What a trick question. I guess I'm not.
But before now, were you thinking that you were good?
I don't think either way.
You don't think that you're good or bad?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Until you asked me, I never even thought of it. If I'm a bad person, I'm a good person. I just live my life. I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so when you're kissing up at people by doing things for them that you don't really want to do, but you just want them to think you're good, Is that good?
No.
Okay. Nice, huh?
Yeah.
So when you're licking boots, you know that you're doing it because
What I'm doing? What? I'm sorry.
doing things for people because you just want to appear to be a good guy. You want them to like you. You want to help. Do you know you're being evil then?
No.
You think you're being good?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have you gone and forgiven your mother? Well, no, if you're not working on yourself.
Well, she's passed away a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How about your father?
He passed away a long time
Okay.
ago too.
Well, if you don't think you need to work on yourself, there's nothing I can do about it. I recommend you start paying close attention to your motive so you see what you're doing.
Okay.
And then that may get you rolling.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
You love your misery?
Yes, I do. I guess I'm not miserable all the time. I mean, everybody has some misery in their life.
Right. Sometimes you have good misery, right?
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Okay, but as long as you love your hell, stay there.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
All right?
All right.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Move on.
Okay.
Nice. The young lady behind you, what good have you gotten from religion, out of religion?
I would say, I mean, in my head, it would be kind of some of the things to not get distracted with. So I've learned kind of what religion has brought in a bad way that I'm like trying to shut off now. So I see how far it's like I've been like distracted with other things that don't matter as much. So it's been good to show me some of those things.
But you haven't gotten anything good.
Well, I feel like that has been good for me.
I
I
mean-
guess like directly, no.
Did you grow up like in a religious environment and stuff?
Yeah, I grew up.
And did you get anything good from it during the time of growing up until now?
I don't think so, but I'm still working through that right now. Like, I'm still in the process of trying to figure out kind of how to like relive again.
Have you forgiven your mother?
No.
And have you forgiven your father?
No.
Are you married?
No.
Oh, thank God. And why haven't you gone and forgiven your parents? You heard me say that, right? To forgive them?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've heard that, but
Why haven't you gone and forgiven them?
I think I have in little ways, but to actually like fully say it 100% and like
And why haven't you gone and forgiven them?
just distractions,
You
other
love your
things.
hell?
I think I did. I'm trying. I think right now I feel like I'm waking up, so I'm like, okay, there's things to deal with.
And so
So-
will you go and forgive them?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you see that you're evil?
Yes.
And what is it like knowing that you're evil? Nasty, evil woman.
I don't know. I think it sounds weird, but it feels like freedom.
Yeah.
So I feel okay with it because I am learning what it looks like to actually know Jesus and not religion. So it's been really helpful
Right
to
on.
not
Are
build
you-
up my house, but to like, and be distracted with
Right
other
on.
things. Yeah. So
So you're doing the silent prayer?
no.
Amazing. And why not? Not that you have to if you don't want to, but why
Yeah.
not?
I guess I just haven't heard of the silent prayer since we came, I don't know, a few years ago. So I just like forgot about it. But
Oh, okay.
yeah,
And why you keep looking at him?
because he brought me.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he introduced me to you or to coming, and
How long you been aware of us?
a couple years.
A couple of years. And yet there's nothing, you have not heard one thing to say, you know what, I need to start working on me and be serious about this.
No.
I need to go and forgive. I need, nothing?
No, I haven't tuned in a couple years. So
Right on.
yeah. So this
Okay.
was really good. I think coming today was really helpful to like cement in some of the things that I've been learning and going through the past couple weeks of like, I think the body thing was really important to hear, and because I've been dealing with that a lot of like, stop
Your body
focusing on your
issues.
body. Yeah. And like
Yeah.
putting that on a pedestal. So a lot of things today I'm like, oh wow, okay. This is
Oh,
awesome.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't make the body thing a big deal. You know, if you got to go to the doctor, of course, go to the doctor, but don't focus on it.
Yeah.
Because the devil have you focus on, oh, you're no good because of this. I notice when women get sick, they love it. They go on the news, they tell everybody. They're like, especially the movie stars, they tell everybody, oh, I've been fighting cancer for 20 years. And everybody applaud, oh, yeah, it's all over the news. I'm like, what the? Women love promoting this stuff. Right?
I guess. I don't know why.
Have you been doing that?
Promoting like health stuff?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what that would look like.
Yes, you do.
I talked to him about it, but
You talk to everybody you meet.
no.
Huh?
No, I avoid it. I'm like very avoidant. So right now I'm like facing things and then letting it go and moving
Right.
on. So I
And
don't really
people
talk
like,
about
how
it.
you doing? I haven't seen you in a year. Oh, well, my head hurt. I've been dealing with back pain for 20 years. Right?
Yeah, I try to like not think about it actually
Right
and
on.
try to avoid it as much as possible.
Yeah, don't
but
think on it.
yeah,
If God want to heal you, he will. But you got to work on yourself, though.
yeah,
You got to drop that misery, that anger and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because you are one with the devil, and the devil has no relationship with God at all. Have you noticed that if you're angry, you have no relationship with God? You don't even know him or anything? Have you noticed that?
yeah.
Yeah, because you're one with the devil, and the devil does not know God
Mhm.
at all. Isn't that amazing?
I guess so. I mean, yeah,
Yeah, what?
like to not be from. Or you're saying what's amazing? I guess.
That you're one with the devil.
Oh no, it's not amazing. Then no, absolutely not. I mean,
If you're not working on yourself and you're seeing what's going on inside, then you're one with the devil because you can't see.
yeah,
That makes sense?
yeah,
Yeah. So
It does.
start working on yourself.
yeah.
Any questions?
No, I mean, well, I guess I've never heard you say forgive your father, I guess. So that's
father and
interesting 'cause I
mother.
thought it was just your mother. I was
No.
always wondered why it was just the focus on the mother, but it seems
Will
like
the help
both.
come through the mother? It's not her, but the spirit in her.
Mhm.
And it
Yeah.
comes and it passed on to the children, the boys and the girls. And forgive your father because he couldn't help himself. His mother did it to him. So when he married your mother or made a baby, he was making a baby with his own mama. And he didn't know how to deal with it. So he can't protect the children because he's afraid of his wife. And so you got to forgive the father for not being able to protect you because he couldn't help himself either.
Mm.
That makes sense?
Yeah, it does make sense.
Do you see, oh wow, do you see you need to forgive your mother? Do you see you have anger toward her?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. She
And
knows too.
She knows it?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I bet she does.
I mean, I don't make it like I'm not yelling at her, but I mean, she knows that there's definitely some things. I think last time I came, we talked about being the oldest and having to be second mom. So she
Oh.
knows those things, and I think she's definitely asked for forgiveness. And we've kind of had discussions, and I don't think I've been like very clear, like I forgive you. So I
Yeah.
think hearing that, I think she'll get set free too in some ways.
Yeah, when we go and apologize, we're apologizing for judging you, for playing God, for being angry at you, because we couldn't see, we didn't know, right?
Yeah.
And we didn't know we were judging.
Mm.
We thought it was love because we feel that emotional stuff, which is hatred and not love.
Yeah.
But we thought it was love. But you got to apologize, if you want to be free, you got to apologize for judging her. Anger is hatred, hatred is judgment.
Yeah.
So I've been judging you all my life. That's why you can't stand her when you see her, right? Because you judging her. You're
Yeah.
like, here come that heifer.
Yeah.
I wish this heifer stop calling me. In that
Yeah.
moment, you're judging her, but when you forgive her by apologizing for judging her,
Yeah.
then she'll call and you won't feel a thing about it.
Yeah.
You're
That'll
as-
be nice when
Yeah.
you don't feel something about it. When,
Nothing at
'cause
all.
when her name comes up, it's like subtle, and you don't think it's that big of a deal that there's a emotional response.
You
but
won't
it's-
have one
yeah.
once you forgive.
Yeah.
You will have no response. And you will have perfect love for her.
Yeah.
And you can take her or leave her. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What good have you gotten from religion?
I don't think I've got any good from it. I think in the same way she was saying, seeing where it's wrong, goodness comes from that.
Okay.
Not believing in religion. Goodness comes from that.
Did you believe in religion before?
For sure.
And when you were believing, did you get anything good from it?
No.
Nothing at all?
No.
Did you know you were not getting anything good from it?
No, because when you're young, you believe when like an authority tells you something. Your mom or
Absolutely.
whatever. You believe it.
Amazing. Nice. Okay, right here. What good have you gotten from out of religion?
I learned some basics that I wasn't taught at home.
Like what, for example?
Like the commandments and honor your mother and father, like those type of like just the basics. Like I got some knowledge, otherwise I wouldn't have known some stuff.
You said to honor what?
Honor your mother and father, which shouldn't have said that here. But you know what I mean. Like you kind of.
Did you honor them?
No. So another good thing I got out of religion is that. It kept me open-minded to other things because I never felt like I fit in there. Like you go and everybody's like, hey, brother, hey, sister. Like I always felt like so fake because I never felt that way.
Right.
But I wanted to so bad. And I really did. I started going to like another church last year with my dad. And they have good intentions, I feel. Like I don't, there's nothing wrong. But I don't feel like I fit in at the Christian churches, even though, that's what I was raised as. So in not fitting in with their culture and sometimes feeling like forced and fake, it kept me open-minded to like you and seeing something else, trying something else.
And so you were taught to honor thy mother and thy father, right?
Yeah.
And did you do it?
Yeah, and I like practically killed myself trying to do it.
So you didn't do it then?
No, I didn't like it.
Why did you practically kill yourself trying to honor them?
Because I felt like their happiness was on my shoulders.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Huh?
And I try to live up to stuff I couldn't live up to. It's exhausting.
So you got nothing good from it then?
No.
You did not?
I did not.
What a mess, huh?
Yeah, that was messed up, Mom. Thank you. No, just kidding. No, she had good intentions, at that time, but just we were both lost.
Have you forgiven her yet?
No. I know.
Okay, suffer and die.
Maybe we'll do it.
Why don't you forgive your mother?
I don't
Because
know.
she's sick of you trying to make her agree with you.
She's sick of me. Wait, what?
She's sick of you trying to make her agree with you.
I'm sorry. I'm kind of slow. I don't even get what you mean by that.
Do you get upset when your mother doesn't go along with you?
Sometimes. Yeah, actually, right? Yeah,
And
I do.
have you noticed that sometimes she's agreeing with you and she just really doesn't want to?
She's gotten no, not really.
Not really?
No, or she'll just say nothing, and that's how I know that she doesn't agree.
That's the new person, though.
Yeah.
In the old days, she would agree with you.
Oh,
if
yeah,
she
yeah,
didn't-
yeah. She would always think that I'm right. She'd always take my side. And I'd tell her, like, tell me the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I'm trying to keep a distance from her. We're very close. So, like, not trying to keep a distance, but, like, not trying to depend on my mom for everything every time something happens just because she's very open-minded and understanding. So I'm
Right.
trying to just be my own,
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to grow
But
up by yourself.
I know, but she misses me so much because she texts me and stuff, and
She does?
She does. I know. She doesn't overdo
I'm
it,
glad
but
you're telling on her. She
Huh?
is?
no, because she's overcoming. I mean, I live on my own. She's worried.
Don't look at her, feel sorry for her.
All right, fine,
so
fine.
she's texting you. You trying to work on yourself, and here she's calling and texting.
She's looking at my location, everything.
Whoa.
No, but she's not overdoing. There's
Yes,
there's a couple
you just
things.
said she was overdoing it.
There's a couple of things, and I'll talk to her about it. Yeah, that I don't think she realizes. Yeah.
But why haven't you brought it to her attention already? You're working on yourself now.
Because I wanted
The
to see if
moment
it
that
really
happened-
bothered me. I wasn't sure, but there is something that she did that bothered me, but I haven't talked to her about it.
Yeah. Eventually, you're going to find, if you work on yourself,
Yeah.
you're going to see how much you hate her and how much you really hate you.
That feels so bad, though. Like, that I don't know. It's just,
And two haters call themselves best friends.
yeah.
I'm close to my mama.
I just got rid of a best friend that was a hater. That's so funny. I
Yeah.
was shedding things, going through this. So, anyway.
Well, keep working on yourself.
Yeah.
and you guys will have the right kind of relationship. It'll be amazing.
Yeah.
Better than you can even imagine. All right?
All right.
Any question about anything?
No. Thank you, though.
Raymond, I see your hand. It's about the church thing?
Yes.
Have you gotten anything, what good have you gotten out of religion?
Absolutely nothing.
And did you think, when you were into religion, did you think you were getting something good?
All I got was how to act like everybody else.
Yeah.
Only when I started to pray in the right way, as I began to learn that was all a facade to condition people to act in certain ways.
Absolutely. Amazing. Did I see your hand? Yes, sir.
Yeah, as far as the biblical question, so
What good have you gotten out of religion?
nothing, absolutely nothing. They're a bunch of liars. And the element, no, and this is real, like people can laugh on it, but it's true. The number one thing is they do not listen to Jesus' words. Okay, so when you go to the church, they tell you they're looking for the second coming. Jesus told us you won't see it from observation. People will say it's here and there, believe them not, for the kingdom of heaven is within you.
Yeah.
And the proof is in the pudding. If organized religion worked, the world would be a beautiful place.
It would be perfect.
Nobody would be sitting here today.
Yeah.
But it does not work.
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you, man. I saw here, and then the black guy, and then the Mexican. Yes.
I think religion's good. I mean,
What good have you gotten out of religion?
unity and control.
What does that mean?
Unity, people are united, have the same faith.
The religious people?
Religious people, yeah. Like people who go synagogues, they go to churches, they have the same belief and they cook things in their mind for the better good.
And you believe they're united?
Yeah, I believe so. You
When
see,
when you meet one, let me know.
But think about those Israeli, they have 0.02 0.02% of a population that are Israelis. They are billionaires. They're the smallest population, but they focus on religion. They go to synagogue and.
you talking about the Jews?
Yeah.
Well, that's different.
No, but
The
I'm
Jews
talking about
work
religions
together.
in general.
No, they work together.
Yeah, you see?
Yeah.
It's unity.
But they still don't like each other.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. They work together, they do business together, they educate together, but they hate one another.
But you got unity.
And there's no unity in hate.
That's true. What about control?
That's what angry people try to do to control you.
So it's not good to control things?
No.
Okay.
Amen. Yes, sir. What good have you gotten out of religion?
I would say nothing.
Nothing?
And-
And why do you say nothing?
Well, I grew up in church, firstly. I'm most associated with my parents. I would say it by default kind of sets you further from God.
Yeah.
It actually makes you have to move more than, regular kids or people. Versus me not having experienced that and then, I find God or I experience, true God or religion, I guess you could say.
Have you
So it's-
forgiven your mother?
A couple times,
Oh, you went to her?
yes.
And why so many times?
Well, I think the first time I probably said something, along the lines of, I want to forgive you for this and this and this. And then later, I, apologize for hating you and all this kind of thing. I told her, for things, whatever you were dealing with in the womb, while I was in the womb, because it
Yeah.
seemed like you come out a certain way. So,
Yeah, if the mother is angry, she can destroy the children while they're in the womb.
right.
They'll come out angry, yelling and screaming and mad already. And that's an evil spirit.
Right.
And so are you doing the silent prayer and everything now?
Yeah, I do it, but it's kind of a habit more than, okay, I'm gonna intentionally do it, it's like, oh man, I can't make coffee yet because I haven't done my prayer, or I can't go to bed yet because I haven't done my prayer, as opposed to, you know, more intentional about it. So
Yeah.
that's what I would say.
Well, change that and just start doing it. You know, if you want to make your coffee, go make your coffee, then do your prayer.
Okay.
Yeah. And because during the day, you're going to be functioning and you're going to forget about being present for a minute because you're working on something at work. And as soon as you're done with that project, become aware again.
Yeah.
That's all. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Where you been? I haven't seen you in a minute.
I just haven't come. Actually, I didn't really have anything that I wanted to come here for in particular, just basically fighting the thoughts telling me not to do it.
Yeah.
Not to
And
come.
what do you do? He said, no, you don't need that fellowship.
Right.
You can stay home.
And I think, to be honest, I normally would have come here if I felt, okay, you know, feeling pretty good, you know, but this time, not so much.
You would have come had you felt good? Did she say that?
I think I would have been more inclined to.
If you were feeling right, doing right, and living right. That's the
Felt like
wrong
you were in
time
a
to
good-
come. You come
exactly.
when you screwed up.
Right.
This is a hospital.
So, yeah, anyway, I'm glad I came.
You still lifting weights and stuff?
Of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, staying as healthy as I can, but I don't make it a big deal like that. But yeah.
All right. Any questions? Don't let Satan talk y'all out of this fellowship.
Yeah.
Really. Listen to the show, pay attention. I'm telling you, everything will happen naturally, but he's going to try to stop you. He'll say, oh, you don't need that meeting. You do need this fellowship. We're witness to one another. You need this. You need to know you're not the only one working on yourself, going through the same hell. They're not going to tell you this at the other church. You know, you need to hear this, and it's going to encourage you to stay with working on it. One thing that have kept me on the path is hearing all people stirred how they suffer. And they're all the same. Maybe a little different situation, but it's the same spirit, it's the same problem, it's the same reaction. So it will help you. Don't let them talk you out of that.
I would say just I kind of feel like I don't have much clarity right now. A lot of I'm kind of scattered.
Yeah.
You know, I think it was Floyd Mayweather. He said, you know, you need to have a focused singularity, and I don't have that. And,
you need to have a focus what?
Basically, he was so successful because he focused on one thing.
Who?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who?
The boxer.
He was focused on one thing?
Yeah, just his boxing.
Oh, so he was just focused on boxing.
Yeah.
So you're not focused on working and stuff?
I am, and but there's other things, you know, that I want to do. I try to. It's like you got this list, and you always want to get to it, but it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, you need to come to the fellowship, man.
Yeah.
You lost it.
Yeah, for sure.
Stop it. Go to work, do what's in front of you to do, and one thing will lead to another one. Don't be busy in your head thinking, I want to be like Floyd Mayweather. Floyd is miserable on the inside. He's fighting because he's miserable. And you think he's doing good, right? But he's fighting because of the conflict he has. He's trying to make himself feel better, and the applause make him feel better. As soon as they stop, he goes into depression or some type of imagination.
Makes sense.
That's why he's trying so hard to do what he's doing. But you can be a good fighter without being in competition and have perfect peace and still win. And have perfect peace. And it's impossible to lose. So I recommend you go back to the silent prayer, stay with the fellowship, and don't let the devil talk you out of it.
Yeah,
And
I'll
stop
try
trying to do so many things. Do one thing at a time.
All right. Thank you.
I'm serious. And don't be looking at somebody that look like they're moving fast and have all this going on.
Yeah.
Don't try to be
Compare
like
myself.
Elon Musk. Right? Elon got a lot going on, right? So he's successful. I want to be like Elon. Now he got seven children by 8 different women. 14 children. I just read. There's something wrong with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I look at him, I listen to him, I see how brilliant he is in a physical way, but I don't want to be like him. I'm not to go out and build some spaceships.
Yeah.
You got to live your own life. You're not living your own life. You try to be like Floyd.
No, that was just.
And then you become a good boxer.
example.
You be knocking everybody down, and then you'll go home and cry. As soon as the applause ends.
Yeah.
That makes sense? And I know you're not trying to be like him. You just use that as an
Right,
example. But stop it. Don't be an example of anybody else.
Yeah, I try to be more intentional about the prayer as well.
Yeah. Do the prayer. All right?
Appreciate it.
Okay. Amazing. And the young man in the hat had his hand.
Yeah, I wanted to answer the biblical question.
What good have you gotten out of religion?
Well, I grew up in a Mexican household,
Hola.
a Mexican Catholic.
Sí.
So it was kind of hell to pay.
And the Pope is tit.
Yeah, and my grandma lived there too, so I always witnessed her praying morning and night.
Yeah.
So I'd say the only thing that it taught me was that I saw that that ritual. So like I would just hear her all the time, like with her beads.
Yeah. You're like, what the?
Yeah. And she would like force our cousins to go to church, but my mom would always tell me, you don't have to if you don't want to. But I'd say that that's the only thing that it taught me is.
And was that a good thing?
Well, now that I apply it to what you say is I have to be like ritualistic with praying the silent prayer, doing it in the morning and night, but not the hooping and hollering.
Amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Anybody else? Okay. Right here. I know you have been wanting to talk to me, the black guy way in the back. You've been wanting to talk. You got to show up on time if you want to talk to me. So show up on time so we can have that conversation. Okay? All right. He wanted to talk to me about somebody black, so he always late. Eddie from Africa. Aren't you from Africa? He from Africa. So they lazy in Africa too. What the? No, I'm playing. Yes, sir.
The one thing that religion taught me was that,
what good have you gotten out of religion?
Yeah, was that there was when I started knowing I was suffering, I started thinking that there's a way, there might be a way out. That's the only thing that religion really, I started, maybe there's something else to life.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yes, ma'am. What good have you gotten out of a religion?
Well, a tutor, in that it was going to prepare me for the real teacher.
So what now?
A tutor, like the law was the tutor, and
You
just
got a tutor out of religion?
Oh yeah, just to see a mirror of like what I was doing, because you saw good and bad, and like I thought pigs love mud, right? But if you don't realize you're not a pig, you're gonna like want your mud with you, and I thought it was a mirror, but it was kind of looking backwards. And my dad, I hated religion, and I'd fight with my dad. I was like 14, 15. I'm like, Papi, why would I believe in religion if it's made up by a bunch of men? My dad said, if you don't want to be lied to, then read it for yourself.
Nice.
And ever since then, I'm like, and now it's, glory be to God, things are being unlocked more. I'm like, wow,
right on.
Could I be loved or be loving? Like, and if you reject the love from the Holy Father, I don't know, and I just realized one quick thing. Jesus? I do know that Jesus is God.
What?
Yeah, but
what?
Jesus is God. But he has a son, and his name's Jesus, right? So Jesus, because he loves his son, and when you have your first son, you get so proud, and you want to give him your name, So he has his name, but Jesus is the Father, and Jesus is the Son. Like my husband's Edward, but then his dad's named that, and sometimes his mail gets mixed up.
Okay, let's do this. Let's deal with that next Sunday, okay? Before the mushroom. Because of time, I can't get into that right now. What good have you gotten out of religion?
Me?
No, you.
Not really that much, honestly. Like what the other guy said, that I grew up with a lot of my family, Mexican household, Catholic. But honestly, I never really read in church because every time I found them, they would go, but right away they'll judge each other.
Yeah.
So that's the one reason why I didn't want to go, because what was the big point in doing that? You go right away judging.
Yeah.
But
Have you
besides that, I saw Jesus one day.
You saw Jesus?
Well, I believe I did.
Really?
Honestly.
So you can answer the question finally. Is he black?
Yes. Yeah.
I thought I saw Jesus.
Honestly,
Was he black or Mexican?
What was that?
Was he black or Mexican or white or Jewish?
Honestly, it was just in my mind. I didn't really see any color or anything. I just knew it was Jesus that came to my face.
And what did he want?
Wanted me to surrender.
What?
Wanted me to surrender.
To what?
To him.
And did you do it?
At that moment, I did. But yeah, eventually, things happened, and yeah, I stopped focusing on him, and it just pretty much.
Really? Did you forgive your mother?
My mom's disabled, and my dad's passed away. No, I haven't, though.
And why not? If you saw Jesus, that would be the first thing he'd tell you. Why haven't you forgiven your mother?
At that moment, it was just a lot of family situations going on.
But now, why haven't you forgiven her?
There's no excuse, honestly. I should. Well, my mom's still alive, thank God. So
what?
My mom's still alive, so thank God I do have the opportunity to at least do that.
Will you forgive her?
I will. Honestly. I know it's not her. It wasn't her control to bring those things upon me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just working to myself. Building myself with my faith, and honestly,
go and forgive her.
Yes, I will.
If you want me, is this your first time here?
Yes, and I've been invited by Hector and Angel.
Oh, okay, right on.
Yes.
Nice. Any questions?
How do you like? I don't know. For some reason, I've been hearing Jesus, like it's been coming to me, beginning a lot of thought.
Oh, okay.
And I'm honestly, I feel like I want to repent, like give up everything, like.
And you want? And your question is what?
How could you do that?
By admitting that you're wrong and go and forgive, and it'll be taken away from you.
Okay.
Really, you got to admit you're wrong. You're wrong for judging your mother, for having an opinion about yourself, and go and, hey, mother, I'm sorry for resenting you for what you've done. I realize now you can't help it, and God will forgive you. And these things you're seeing in your head, you thinking Jesus is not Jesus. You're crazy. That's nut. That's not Jesus. What do you think about that?
Before I got here, now because I was hearing everything you were saying, it's a different perspective that I'm seeing now.
Right on, yeah. Satan is pretending to be showing you Jesus. That's not true.
Yes.
So you lost your mind.
Yeah, in a way.
No, you have.
Yeah.
But you can get it back when you go and forgive, so your heart can change, and God will take away all that other junk away from you. It's not you. So I want you to go and forgive, I recommend, and then start doing the silent prayer. You know about that?
Yes, I do ones in the morning and one at night.
Okay.
At night, I'm working towards it. I sometimes forget,
Are you doing the Hail Mary thing?
What was that?
Hail Mary.
What's that?
You know who Mary is?
Maria? No, the mother? Yeah. I don't pray to her.
Yeah,
though.
Maria.
Yeah. I don't pray to her. Though.
Oh, good. Yeah. Maria. Yeah. Don't pray to Maria.
No. I pray to the Father and Jesus Christ.
Right on. So do the silent prayer, and all this stuff going through your head about Jesus, let it pass. It's not real. Satan's controlling your mind.
Okay.
It's not real. Do the silent prayer. Forgive your parents, and you'll be fine. I promise you that, all right? And you will have a clearer mind. Go ahead.
Is that like the first thing to start believing into Jesus?
No, don't even try to believe him. You can't believe into Jesus. You can't believe into God. When you stop trying and we stop thinking about them, you're one with them. You're automatic home with the Father.
Okay.
The people who say they believe, they're weak, and they're lying. So don't try to believe in him. You've been trying to believe in him a long time. It doesn't work that way. You just need to stop thinking about him.
Yeah, I do overthink too much.
Yeah, right. And that's because you're living in your imagination.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
Mm-hmm.
You're worshiping the devil, and you're communicating with evil, and you call him Jesus. So just stop that.
Okay. Yes.
All right?
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Not at the moment, but I will get back to you if I do.
Okay. You start working on it. Forgive your mother. You got to face her.
Okay.
And if she cry, fine. If she, whatever she does on her, you forgive her, and God will forgive you and make you free.
Maybe because she's disabled, so it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like hard to validate in that sense. Like, I don't know.
What do you
that's
mean?
the only reason why, like,
Can
at
she
times.
hear you?
She can, yeah.
Okay, as long as she can hear you.
Okay, okay.
She could be in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
She could be laying flat on her back in bed. She could be about to die tomorrow. You forgive her.
Okay.
And whatever her reactions on her, it has nothing to do with you. If she start crying, let her cry. If she start blaming your father, let her. I'm just sorry for resenting you. I just want you to know that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wrong. All right?
Okay. Thank you,
So don't let being disabled stop you.
Mm-hmm.
That's a false love. All right?
I think because, like, well, I get it when you said it because she's disabled, but I'm saying, like, the sense is, like, try to get,
Speak
like,
to the mic for me.
yeah, like saying, like, you know, just so when you communicate with, like, a normal parent or.
No such thing as a normal parent.
In a sense, when you communicate, where you could get, like, a sense of, I think I'm trying to get the validation for myself. I'm acting selfish now, just realizing now. So honestly, I'm gonna take that back. I do gotta apologize to her. Yeah, I'm just being selfish now, and
Yeah,
I
the
just caught it.
apology is.
I just caught it.
Yeah, the apology.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for resenting you.
Yeah.
I've been playing God. I've been judging you. You can't help yourself, and God will forgive you. And
Okay.
if she, I don't know what her condition is, but if she's in a wheelchair, don't be feeling bad for her. That's her problem, not yours.
Mm-hmm.
You're not God. You don't have a right to feel bad for anyone.
That's true.
No one. God's not feeling bad, so why should you?
100%.
That make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
And keep coming until we get you well.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you.
All right, buddy. So there's nothing good in religion. There has never been anything good in religion. God is not into religion. Christ is not about religion. God said that to worship him in spirit and in truth. He never said to worship me in religion. Worship me in spirit and in truth. If you notice, all of the religious people are miserable, they're evil, they're nasty, they're angry, they play games on each other and on themselves. And I don't care if they're Christian, Jew, Gentile, Allah, the Pope, folks, they're all evil. They cry at night, they're lonely, and they have this false idea that somehow or another they're going to go to heaven. And when they get to heaven, things are going to be better. That's another illusion, that's a lie. They're in hell, and if they hold on to those ideas, they're going to die right in hell. Because they're just ideas. Religion has nothing to do with God. It has never, that's what has never had anything to do with God. That's why life hasn't worked for you. Because it didn't work, it's not of God. It has nothing to do with God. It's all ego, came from man-made people to control other people. That's all it's about. You have never gotten anything good from, like the young lady was saying, I was taught to honor my parents. I tried hard, but it never worked. You can't teach anyone to honor your parents. They should already be in that, if the parent was any good, you would naturally love them and honor them, but they're no good. So you have no good parents telling you to honor them. I'm your mother. You can't talk to me like that. And you speak up to your mother, don't forget who the mother is. I'm the parent here. It's all fear. It has nothing to do with God. And long story short, you've never gotten anything. So I want to encourage you, do what you want. This is why you got to be still, and you have a spirit in you that will work on your behalf. You have the teacher, and the teacher will do everything for you. He will teach you all things. He'll bring old things to your remembrance. You don't have to worry about that. He will take away your pain. He really will. But religious people have pain, up and down pain, jealousy and envy and strife and revenge and loneliness and all kinds of stuff. And they into religion. You're supposed to be spiritual, not religious. So don't think about what spiritual is. Don't be walking around, oh, I'm spiritual. If you got to say it, it means you're not. All right? So I want to encourage you all to do what you want, but work on yourself. Go and forgive you got to forgive before you can enter into the kingdom. And there is a kingdom. There's a kingdom of heaven, a whole nother world that we can live from. And in that world, there's no sorrow, no sadness, no worry, no idea about what you think you want, no competition, no comparison, no anything. You're just free. You will be free, I promise you that. But you got to stay with it, stay with it. You must die from this illusionary self. It's all an illusion, it's not real. You are not real. You are an illusion. That's why you've identified with it so much, you really think that is you, and you're holding on to it. I'm lonely, I'm scared, I'm this and I'm that. I'm rich, I'm poor. I'm not doing all the things I want to do. There's no you. Who will I be if I lose it all? You will see if you lose it all. Stop judging. When those thoughts come to judge somebody, don't do it. Do not do it. And if you stop doing it by going along with it, it will stop. It will end. It will stop. I promise you, you will have a life of no judgment. God does not judge. You're his son. You're his daughter. And the daughter and the father and the son and father are the same. He doesn't judge you. Who are you to judge somebody else? You're lost. You're suffering, and you're no good. Same thing. But you got to stay with it, all right? God is not into religion. That's why we said about the Jews. The Jews got a lot of money, a lot of education. They walk up and down Pico on Saturday, pushing the little babies, wearing the little hats, and loving one another, so it seems. But they hate one another. I counsel with them too. They want to love, but they don't, because they have not done what it takes. They have not let go and let God. They're going through the rituals like you do. Every Sunday morning we go there and praise the Lord. It's just a ritual. It just has no meaning. Zero. You must be born again. It doesn't matter who you are. We cannot hate one another if you want to be free. We are supposed to love one another. God came to create love through us. He sent us here so he could create love and we can love one another, no matter who it is. We don't always agree. You're not going to agree, but you're going to love the person by not hating them. All right? That makes sense a little bit? That makes sense a little bit? Watermelon lady. That makes sense?
Anita is the name.
I'm sorry?
Anita is my name.
You need to what?
Anita is my name.
Oh, Anita. Oh, I thought you said I need to. That's my name.
No.
Okay, but that makes sense of what we talked about this morning?
Yes.
Right on. You got to stop, folks. You could be free, I promise you. But you got to work on you. And only you are responsible for self. Nobody else is. You're responsible for your children, but you're responsible for you. You are your own world. And you need to stop being selfish by pretending you care about others. You don't care about other people. It's only how it make me feel, what I get from it. You really don't care about other people, but you will when you stop caring. I'm out of time. So get on that straight and narrow, stay there. Just stay there. And the devil's gonna, as this young lady was saying, he's coming out of the woodwork and all his little demons. Let yourself, you gotta go through hell. Let yourself feel lonely, feel it. Let yourself feel afraid, feel it. Live with it. Let yourself feel desperate, live with it, don't do anything about it, and he will save you. You cannot save yourself from that. You can't save yourself. Let yourself feel whatever you're feeling. All right? To the lesbian, to the lesbian, let yourself feel lesbian. to the gay people, let yourself feel gay, but don't call it you. It's the same spirit that everybody has. It's just a different situation. It's not you. It's evil, folks. Our battle is a spiritual battle. Stop calling yourself anything. You want to get rid of all identities. You're not even your job. This is what you do. If you're a doctor, you're not a doctor. You do doctor work. Somebody asks you, who are you? I'm a doctor. Oh, they feel so good. I'm like, no, you're not. That's what you do. The preachers, you're not a preacher. They're just letting folks know what you do, but that's not who you are. Get rid of all identity. Do the silent prayer. Stay with it. Forgive. You're not going to enter into the kingdom of heaven until you truly see you're wrong for playing God. Anyone that has anger, play God. You're playing God, and you're separated from him. But the moment you forgive, you're one with him. All right? Okay. Announcement. Men's Forum this Thursday. This is the first Thursday of the month already. That means that Black History is over. Black History coming. Don't y'all want y'all little month to be a little longer? White History is like a whole 31 days. White people are always ahead of the black. The black people chose February, and the white people chose July. They try to always stay ahead of us, man. It's hard on the black man. We're always trying to catch up. No, I'm playing. But make sure you come Thursday. It's going to be amazing. 7 p.m. for men only. And the ladies are third Thursday of the month. Don't forget your donations. Appreciate your support to help us to help others. Bye. Thank you all. Amazing.